Hi, everyone. I'm Shonda,
Ursula.
Randy.
and we are SheEO Boss.
SheEO.
So, how was everyone's week? I hope everyone had a great week. We're back here again on Wednesday, doing it, kicking it off live, having us a good old time on our podcast. We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. Guests this on this day. I was about to say this evening. On this day, we got some great guests.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do. Um, we had a birthday this weekend. Mine.
Happy
Yay.
birthday,
Yay!
Ursula. Yes, we
Happy
celebrated your
birthday!
birthday.
It's Scorpio season, y'all.
Shout out to
And
all the Scorpios. Y'all are some awesome people sometimes.
yeah, no, we had a good one. We had a good celebration. I'm happy about it. Thank you guys. My family
You
was
welcome.
there, my friends, and I really appreciate y'all. Um, but yeah, well, let's get to it. We got a excellent show. We told you we were gonna have some guest speakers today. Some guests rather that we're gonna join the show. I don't know how many speakers, but my hubby of Neo Solutions Consulting and a very good friend of his that we actually have helped launch his business, Bricked Up Fitness. If you guys haven't heard, he's a physical fitness trainer, and also like a nutritionist. Diet. I don't want to say dietitian. A
No,
nutritionist. Um,
nutritionist.
what else did he say? That's a part of the package, like the
When we bring
lifestyle
him in,
coach.
he could give us the whole rundown room.
Okay, okay, right, right.
Sure can.
Um, so before we get to them, because we have to wait a few moments for them to join us, you guys. So
Mhm.
before we actually get on to them, let's talk about our week with the new clientele intake, the people that we've actually helped bring aboard this week with SheEO Boss. Um, just off the top of my head, I'm blinking because I can't think automatically because it was so much that we did this week. So many people that we helped, but then we also had like a long extended weekend. So I'm kind of like a little blank right now, but help me out, y'all.
Okay.
Let's see whose business did we start this week? Um,
Oh, y'all blinking.
yeah,
Was
we
it?
are.
What about Mr. Rock Johnson?
Oh, okay. Well, it's not that's not a business that we started, but it's a nonprofit that we do help as far as getting funding, grants and things like that, looking, to help. So like that's some of the good nonprofits. We are actually in the process of filling it out, learning how to do it, as far as more grants and things like that. And depending upon what kind of nonprofits you have, would actually say a lot because, like with nonprofits that are for kids and that are more geared towards helping put jobs back into the economy, they are giving out grant money for that, like every which way. But like grants that are like more toward activity wise, like it's not as easy to get it for those type of things. If it's kid driven, then yes. But if it's not, if it's more on the adult side, like for uh what is it? Like adult leagues, things like that that have nonprofits that what I'm saying are trying to get funding or whatever. It's not as easy to get grant money for those type of organizations. Even it's not as easy to get money for grants for organizations like a lot of these people are starting because I know a few people that have businesses that are nonprofit for like a lot of the adult homes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
They bring in people that have that are adults that need special needs. It's such a saturation of people needing to get grant money for that they don't even barely they're not giving that out as much as they used to. They're more driving it towards helping kids because I guess that's the future, right? And then they're more apt to give out grants that's like uh I don't know the word. I want to say like something toward like medical. You
Mhm.
know what I'm talking about? Like if you like Shoot, y'all help me, because I'm trying to look at the
When
words.
you're talking about adult daycare,
Huh?
adult daycares and
It's
assisted
hard to
living.
get grants funded for that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
assisted
so
livings. Mm-hmm.
right. It's that assisted living. Thank you, Shonda. Dang,
Assisted
you know,
living.
say something. But yeah, it's hard to get like funding. But like what he's doing, like he's doing a youth type of league, like basketball for young men. And what they do is they look at like the reason, like he's taking young men off the street and giving them like work for like with the basketball, like having them, get something to do, extracurricular activity in the time that, they would normally be into doing something. They ain't got no business or be getting involved into, I don't want to say, other activities that they shouldn't be getting into. So what he does, it's easier to get money like that for grants because there's more grants being offered for programs like that. If I'm saying it correctly. You know what I
Yes, you
mean?
are.
Okay, so that's one that thing that we do work on is a lot of the nonprofit grants that is, and I know other people too that have like programs, nonprofits that they've started or starting, and it's geared towards kids, even companies. And I don't know if that's something that a lot of people think about or look into, but that may be something that you want to explore. Like if you have a business that you want to start, and you want to work with children, there's a lot of grant money in getting. I keep saying, I got to stop doing that. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
That's something
It's
we all have to work on.
it is. That's I started to say it again. I caught myself, but yeah. Just FYI, if you ever think about doing a nonprofit, it's actually a corporation has to be formed before you actually start the process for the nonprofit portion of it. So you have to start an actual corporation, and then there's something called a 501c3. That's actually formation of the nonprofit at that point, and it entails a lot of paperwork. And guess what? A lot of people, they don't understand that, and they just say, "Oh, I want to start a nonprofit." Well, guess what? Nonprofit means you have to have your books open to an auditor at all times, a tax auditor. So, with that being said, you need to have a CPA, which is a certified public accountant, and you
Mm-hmm.
need to have a bookkeeper, which means that your books are kept in the right and proper way. So, a lot of times we bite off more than we can chew, because I know I've done it, and you run into something and you have no clue or idea what you're doing, and you say, I want to do this, and you're really ambitious and driven about it, and then you jump off the bridge into the water and you can't swim. And I've done it. So I'm just telling you, a nonprofit is something that you have to sit down and actually think, give some thought to it. It just ain't like nothing you can throw together overnight, because with them, it can be money in it. I want to say profitable, but it's a nonprofit. But you can make money. You just have to make sure that you're crossing all your T's and dotting your I's and doing everything like you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever, if anybody is in the market to get or want to form a nonprofit, get at us. We do nonprofits. We do form them. They do cost money. It's not like something simple like an LLC or a corporation. And also, another thing I would like to tap on, and Shonda, I would like you to tap on this one. I like to let people know the difference between an S corporation and a C corporation. There's differences, and the LLC, because that's something that oftentimes people come to us, they don't know, you know what I'm saying? Should they do a LLC? Should they do versus a corporation, a C corp or S corp? Can you please tell me and Randy, or everybody for that matter, just break it down what the differences are, what it is versus what it's not?
All right. So, an S corporate, well, with the LLC. The LLC is a self-employed business owner, basically, and you are limiting your liability in your company. That way, you're positioning yourself to where the business takes the hits and not you personally. And then the S corporation is, in simple terms, it's a tax code. It's just really a tax code for the IRS. It is the
What does S corp stand for?
subchapter. It's a subchapter corporation.
Can you go a little more detail? Like, what does that mean? I mean, people's. I'm sorry, y'all. I guess I'll put her on the spot.
You done put me on the spot and
Right.
everything.
It's
I
Right.
really.
mean,
I'm over here Googling so I can help you, honey.
Oh my God!
have me all. Listen,
Please
let me just. I mean, we're just gonna put it on all the way out there. Have me all unprepared. And then want to
hey,
get in and ask me
you
all
do
detailed
you say
questions like
something,
I
you ain't
got
gotta
this
do
sitting on the top of my brain all day, every day. I'm just gonna keep it real, y'all. This is what the podcast is for us to laugh and joke and
Right.
information. She just put me all the way on blast, pulled the rug from under my feet and
it.
everything.
You should
Okay,
know this. You should know this,
listen,
man.
I know, but it's
I
not
know
something
you
that I
do.
keep on my
I know
brain,
you do.
and you
Rev
should know it
up your
too.
brain. Rev up your brain.
You
Rev
listen,
up
you
your
should know it
brain.
too. You
I
asking me
talked enough.
questions.
I talked enough. You tell me, hey, she talks so much. I want to shut up sometimes and let y'all have it for her.
Yeah, you can't be shutting up in the floor and then pull the rug straight from
I
under
tell
us.
you,
Mm.
I tell you what. I tell you what though.
I mean,
Um,
listen, y'all. The bus was coming
I've
down
learned
the
recently.
road 100 miles an hour, and she just pushed me right in front of the bus.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Uh,
We having all this fun, and we actually forgot about our guests. We
okay,
need to go
let
ahead.
me just say something real fast.
Okay, you say it real fast so we
Don't
can bring our
Google.
guests.
Just
Okay.
look it
Okay. Well,
up.
you know what? No, I'm gonna. It's something in relation to the S corp, C corp, and the LLC, and I want to let people know something. But we can talk about that later. Our guest is has our guest. One of our guests have arrived. He's waiting. So we want to go ahead and introduce him, and we want to bring in James Brent, Bricked Up Fitness, the physical fitness trainer that we were telling you about. So we want to go ahead
Yay!
and bring him on, and yeah. Welcome, James. Welcome to
How
our
you doing,
podcast. I can't
James?
see you though. Where are you? Hi.
There
Hi.
you are.
Oh, he's trying to get on. Okay. We can't see you. You look all dark. Take off your hat.
Look blurry.
He represent.
I look
You
dark.
represent
We
Detroit.
can't see you. Want to take your hat off so we can see
Take my hat off?
you? Yeah.
No, I want to wear my hat.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. You represent Detroit or team that you like.
I represent Detroit.
That part.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Now, now my camera is kind of blurry, y'all. So I guess it's like I think that's why I'm so dark.
Oh,
You're
okay.
fine.
It's
You're
coming up
fine.
though. It's coming up more and more. I see y'all more and more clear. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
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 How y'all ladies doing
We're
today?
good. How are you?
Good.
Good. So we're excited. You're our first guest, so we like, So
Welcome.
Thank
welcome.
y'all for having me.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
We hope you're ready because we have some questions. Tell us about Bricked Up Fitness.
Okay. Bricked Up Fitness came about from an idea that I had some years ago. From a situation that I was in where I end up start working out almost every day, and a friend of mine actually I guess you could say coined the name. I just said the name. I actually didn't have a name for actually how to spell it, and then my friend he came up with a design and the actual spelling of the name Bricked Up Fitness.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little more about it. Like, what do you offer? What exactly do
Oh,
you offer?
right now I'm currently doing 60 and 90-day boot camps. I'm offering memberships from all the way up from 60 to 120 days actually, and the price ranges anywhere from $179 to $399 for the full boot camp. What I'm offering in the boot camp is not only a meal plan, but I offer the structured workouts for you to work out too, and so you keep up with your like calorie loss and things like that. So we offer not only just exercise, we also offer our meal plans and things like that. And we talk about the goals that somebody will have and health benefits that exercise will have from somebody working out.
Okay.
So basically, you tailor make the boot camp package for each person's special, whatever their needs are at the time.
Right. The boot camp can be tailored to that person's needs at the time, depending on what their fitness level is, what pre-existing conditions they may have, and pretty much nobody's disincluded when we working out. So every fitness level, we can work with every fitness level at Bricked Up Fitness.
Okay.
We've actually had the pleasure of experiencing your training, and it's intense,
It's intense. It's
It's
intense.
intense.
but it's
Well,
definitely
It's worth it.
it
it
is.
No,
is. It
It's
is.
definitely.
It gets results. I gotta say
Mhm.
that because like my goals are a little aggressive because I want to be at a certain weight. I've gained a ton of weight, y'all, during this whole pandemic. This has been horrible. And
I think we all have gained a lot of weight during the pandemic. We were
Mhm.
eating out of
Yes.
control, ordering food
mhm,
to our homes, and
Staying
right.
in
just
the house.
And
staying
got
inside.
lazy. Got
you got
lazy.
really, yes.
Get the
Stay
Um
itis.
stagnant.
I'm noticing though, I just made 47, and I'm noticing that I think I was talking to you about this, James. I was saying like, I know my on my side of my family, we have certain health things that are going on, and
Yes.
like my mom suffers from arthritis. My dad had urinary tract problems and everything, and I noticed that if I'm not eating correctly or taking care of my body like the way I'm supposed to keep it flowing, blood flowing, everything,
Yes.
I'm supposed to be physically moving every day, even if it's just a walk. You
Even
know
if
what I
it's
mean?
just a walk.
Something. But I've noticed that if I don't, then I start having aches and pains in parts of my body. And not even just that, but even eating right, drinking enough water.
Yes.
And I appreciate you because I know that you've been diligent at, explaining that to us
Hmm.
and letting us know about the intake and calories and all of that kind of thing. So I know that that's part of what your program is designed to do, or what you do with your program. And
Right.
that's really like some of the biggest things. I know it's a lot of fitness trainers that you could order a video or go on a Zoom, and that's it. That's all they doing is giving you that workout for that few minutes, and that's it. Bam, you don't hear nothing else. But like you really go into
No, I'm
depth.
like an all day fitness trainer because I know training just don't start with just the exercise part of it. Sometimes we're not mentally fit, so we need to be like mentally put in shape. So we all have things going on throughout our day. Like, y'all business women, and stress come throughout the day. No matter what you're dealing with, you might have some things going on that um well, working out ain't the feel like most important thing, but I'm telling you, like, the constant uh exercising and having that fitness goal, you constantly releasing endorphins, and it helps you with relieve stress and things that help you through your day, whether people understand it or not. The more you work out, it definitely helps you with your mental and just stress relief. Period. Like, it's
So
crucial.
can, so let me ask you. So like, um, as far as like a weekly, if you had to put together like a weekly regimen for someone that's basic, like what would that involve? Like,
So, what would that consist of? Is part like most of the time, the type of workout I want to do is like a two body part workout. So I want to work more than just one body part. So I would probably do more like and I offer one-on-one sessions as well. I wanted to make that known too. Like, we do one-on-ones where you get to deal with the trainer one-on-one, just in your setting, just for your level of fitness if you needed that. But um, say that again, Ursula. Question again? What did you ask
what
me?
would it be like a weekly? Like, if you had to put together a basic regimen for
Okay,
somebody that's
again, it would
just
be like
starting, a beginner,
yeah, a
like
beginner.
what
Like,
would be
but
the
yeah, but I definitely, with the beginner, I still want to work two body parts. You know what I'm saying? We want to get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? The two body parts. So I would do two body parts a day, which means I would do two on days and one off day every time. And that's for
Hmm.
the beginner. And then we would the workout would be consist of I would say like the first day we could be like say you doing legs and back, and we would
Okay.
do maybe
Like you did with us.
yeah, like I did with
Right.
y'all. It would
Right.
consist of maybe 3 leg workouts and 2 back workouts. You know what I'm saying? We
Mhm.
stand anywhere from the beginning workout anywhere from 12 to 18 sets of workout strength
Right.
training. That's what I'm saying with the strength training. That don't include the aerobic exercise that we might do.
Okay. So
Okay.
the strength training
Calisthenics.
builds you up to get ready for the workout, to get
Right.
ready for the aerobics. I'm
Right.
sorry.
You do the
Okay, so
the
that's
10.
that's what we've been doing. We've been getting built up with the strength because I knew I couldn't even do no what you call them, planks
Oh
at
Lord.
first.
Planks.
The planks I couldn't do planks at first, but guess what? I can do them now.
No, I ain't know you couldn't
No,
do planks at first.
at
I thought
first
you
I
was.
kept falling out, y'all. I couldn't remember, Shonda. You had to.
Yes.
It was like, let me help. And my body was so weak, like I couldn't even hold my strength up to stay in. But now I can do them.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, but
No,
that's
I
what
see you.
I had to. You had to work with us. You work with me a little bit more and keep doing them, and then you got real intense because you start doing them
Mhm.
more in the workout. Like, and it was like, okay, we thought we was through, and then here we go. No, some more
Because
planks.
when I started with y'all, I didn't know. I actually thought y'all was going. Some of y'all was gonna, that y'all was gonna quit on me, and I just
Oh
applaud y'all.
wow.
Y'all didn't quit. Like
Oh, I
every.
wanted to. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to. I'm
Yeah.
gonna jump in and say I wanted to. Same time, I knew it was necessary.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to go through that emotion where they want to quit because you're doing something that you haven't been used to doing. And you
Right.
just push past that point. And I thank you for giving that motivation and saying, no, 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 you can't quit. You got to keep going, got to keep going. I need you just like you need me. So let's keep it going.
Exactly.
You pushed and made it easier to, all right, I'm not going to give up. Because if I give up on me, then I'm also giving up on you.
Exactly.
Don't do.
Shonda, that was a great way to look at it because I definitely like my people I'm working out with. They like motivate me, and just to see y'all, not in y'all best shape or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But everybody got a fitness goal. To see y'all actively like pursuing that fitness goal, that like motivates me to like push y'all even more because I know you can get there.
Yeah.
Right. I know you had us do a 3 mile walk the other day.
That walk was good.
it
And a lot
That
of
walk
people
was good, y'all.
it was,
was.
but a lot of people would think that walking is like easy, and it's like that's what I thought. I'm thinking it's easy, so here I go. I'm coming out like blazing, like let me just get this brisk little walk out.
You definitely
Man,
had some pep in your step.
I think I got to. I think we got to 2 miles, and I was through. And I didn't
Then
even
coming
realize
up that
I was telling you
increment
too.
too.
And it was a stretch doing 2 miles. And then when we got to well, you didn't tell us though. So that was the good part because I probably would have been through had
Yeah.
you told me. But I'm like, I did. I was
When
so proud of
you'd have
myself.
called Michael.
I was like, hey, I did through. I was like, hey, like I can hang with it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So
you pushed through it, sister.
Yeah, she was
thank
gonna
you. I
call.
was
She was
so
gonna
proud.
call her
I was
husband,
like,
y'all. She's
dang, I
gonna
ain't
call
gonna
her
let y'all know
husband and
that. I
say,
was
She
like,
"Come
did
pick
that
me
one
up."
time.
Yeah, that's what I just said, Reddy. She was like, I'm about to call
Call
Michael.
Michael. Gonna
yeah,
call my girl.
yeah, I
She
was.
like,
I
gonna
wanted to call
call
him. He
your
said he was gonna get
husband to
the
come
Push
and
phone.
through
get
it though.
you.
Yeah, and so we missed our workout today, but we gonna be back on it tomorrow because
Yeah.
Yes.
we had a long weekend and we were drained and we just a little we was a little bit woe out from the
Yeah, we
weekend.
gonna get back to it. You know that. We gonna get right back to
Yeah,
it tomorrow. Hopefully everybody ready to go. We get right back to it. Some stiff training and some for our heart, some calisthenics.
that part. Yeah, so congratulations on starting your business. Like kudos, we applaud
Yes.
that. Keep
And
it
Yes.
going. We gonna push your way. Like we gonna
thank you.
do we gotta do to, you know, everybody. Y'all need to do you have your website up and everything yet, or is it still in process or
It's
what?
still in the process. I got a couple things to work out with Michael and Lionel,
Okay.
but it will be up shortly here. I'm gonna say at the least the next 2 weeks. I want it properly done, so I would definitely want to. And then again, I had a weekend right here that I procrastinated on. I'm not gonna make no
Right.
excuses. I didn't get
Well,
anything done.
I mean that happens. We was all hanging out. We was having a good
Yeah.
time. We
Mm-hmm.
deserve breaks too.
It was
Yeah,
a
Oh,
Gotta
party
get back
you
to
weekend.
it.
you work hard, you
Gotta
play
get back
harder.
to it.
That's right.
That's that
I'm
Time
saying,
ready.
to get
right?
back
Work
to
hard,
it.
play hard, eat harder.
I'm ready, y'all.
Yeah. So Thank you for joining us. We know we're
Thank
gonna have you
you.
again. Oh, I'm sorry, Randy. Shonda, I just was
And
hogging.
can I say
No,
one more
you
thing before I get
fine.
off? Can I say
Yeah,
one more
go
thing?
ahead. What you tell us?
Sure.
I
Go
want to wish
ahead.
you a happy birthday on here. I wanted to be on here. A happy belated birthday to my sister Ursula. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
all your help and support, and all of you ladies from SheEO Boss. Thank y'all for helping me.
Oh,
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 you're
I
you're
welcome.
appreciate y'all.
Thank
welcome.
you for putting up
Thank
with
y'all.
us.
Yes,
Yeah, we're
yes.
not, listen, I can say I know I'm not easy to put up with. I'm a lot to deal with. And thank you for dealing with
That
Ursula's a
part.
lot to deal with. Randy's a lot to deal with. I mean, we just are. We are very headstrong. We are very bossy bosses. And we can, no, I'm not doing it. You said do what? How many jumping jacks? I'm not doing it. And you handled us very, very well. You
Yes,
knew
you
exactly
Yes.
did.
what to say, how to say it, to motivate us and get us out of that mindset as, okay, you're the one in charge, not us.
Right,
I
right.
appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're welcome. We appreciate you too.
Yeah.
No, we gonna get it. We
Absolutely.
gonna keep them goals in front of us, and we gonna attack them, y'all.
That part.
Yes,
That
yes.
part.
That part right there.
And then
Okay.
as soon as everyone, his website will be up shortly. And as soon
Honey,
as
you're
his
far away.
website
I
is
can barely
up,
hear you.
you can barely hear me.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So as soon as his website isn't completely up yet, but as soon as it's up, we will definitely post it in the link and we will shout it out on our next podcast.
Yes.
It'll also be on our website as sheeoboss.com. Again, that's SheEOBOSS.com.
And James, can you tell us how you spell the company? Because I know you don't spell it like normal.
Okay. Bricked Up Fitness is spelled BRCKD hyphen UP.
LLC, right?
Bricked Up Fitness, yes, ma'am. Bricked Up
Okay.
Fitness LLC.
Okay. So it's BRCKD
KD hyphen UP.
hyphen UP. See, I knew it was different. And if I would have said it, I'd have
Yes.
messed it all up.
And
You
that's
know.
going to be on Instagram too, as well, right?
Yes,
Repeat it. Repeat it
it's
one
gonna be
more
on
time.
Facebook.
Okay.
Okay. Can you repeat it one more time for us?
Oh, Bricked Up Fitness is
Yes.
spelled at BRCKD hyphen UP Fitness LLC.
Okay, so I forgot the
And,
fitness.
and I'm gonna have a .com eventually.
Okay,
And the
so
.com.
I'm sorry, Randy.
No, go
Sorry.
ahead.
You go.
Go ahead, ladies.
Oh, BRCKD hyphen UP Fitness LLC.
LLC.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and you said something about a .com, Randy.
Yeah, my .com's coming too. When I get that going, I'm send it back to your ladies if I don't come back on the show that you can repost it on your website.
Okay. Well, we know
Okay.
you gonna come
Send us
back.
the
We
link.
know you
Yeah.
Oh,
come
you,
back.
Right, I
yes,
will come
you
back.
will be back.
Yeah.
You
Thank
will
you.
definitely be back.
Yes, I will.
Right.
Thank y'all.
We
I
look
love to
forward
come
to
back.
it. We look forward to having you again. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
y'all.
we
Thank
might
y'all.
just do a quick insert in one of our classes and one of our podcasts of us working out with James.
We
Okay,
will. I'm definitely doing that, right?
that'd be cold.
Yeah,
I like that. I
definitely.
like how that sounds.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Okay. All right.
Okay, y'all.
I'm just being crazy right
Shonda,
now.
you go, Shonda.
I'm being 100, 100. I'm being crazy. I'm being fun. And I'm having a lot of fun.
Right, me too.
I don't want us to just be so humdrum because that's not who we are.
Right.
I
Right.
wouldn't be right if I didn't be messing a little bit and joking and having fun.
What you started
That part.
saying?
So, do you
Mess.
want the definition of S corp? I got it on Google.
Go ahead, Randy. Go on. Come on. Get you through with it.
Okay. I'm talking for real. I'm gonna say this real quick because you know I don't like talking.
Not real quick.
S corp for the United States federal income tax is a closely held corporation, or in some cases, a limited liability company (LLC), or a partnership that makes a valid election to be taxed under subchapter S of Chapter 1 of the
Bless
Internal
you.
Revenue Code. Bless you.
Thank you.
And they say in general, S corporations do not pay any income taxes. They don't pay no taxes. Instead, the corporation's income and losses are divided among and passed through to its shareholders.
Mhm.
The shareholders must then report the income or loss on their own individual income tax return. And that was from Google.
Y'all, people that are watching this podcast, I am ashamed that my team does not know what an S corp and a C corp and LLC the differences are. Shonda,
Well, at
really?
least we looking it up.
Are y'all kidding me?
I'm looking it up.
In our own words, S corp, not a
Like,
Google definition or any Wikipedia, any of that. Just in our own words, the LLC. What is the LLC? Because we all have one, and we need to know what the LLC is.
Okay, I got the LLC. Why? That's what a C corp is, Ursula.
yeah, because I did
I
the S
can't think of
corp.
the C name right now. I keep forgetting it every time. But a C corporation is uh damn, I wish would have gave me S corp.
Hmm.
Ooh.
I mean, no, essentially,
Oh,
no. Listen, they're essentially the same. The difference with corporations and LLCs is corporations have boards. You have to form a board. You have to have members. There are
mhm.
shareholders that are in a corporation versus an LLC. You don't have that. You have members and you have a managing member. What does that mean? A managing member is basically acting like a CEO. You don't want to say that, but it's basically acting like a CEO. Then on a board, I'm sorry, on a corporation, you do income taxes, but the difference is you are supposed to have an accountant and a bookkeeper. A bookkeeper is actually on the board, and they're supposed to be a part of taking notes. So if you don't break even, if your company doesn't have, I'm sorry, if you don't have any profits, I'm sorry, then you're basically not making any money, you're at a loss. But you have to report that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that you don't have to do your income tax. It's just that when you do, you may not have to pay anything. You may not owe anything because you didn't, number one, you didn't make any money, you were at a loss. If you did make an income, then you would have to pay your taxes on it as a corp. With an LLC, you have a set tax from this franchise state tax board in California every year that you do have to pay. Now, I've just learned recently, well, I had kind of knew it was some places, but some of the states you don't pay any franchise tax fees. They don't have that. That's why a lot of people form in different states. The difference is when you do that, you have to have a presence there. So you have to have an address when you form in another state because you have to have what's called a registered agent because your mail has to have somewhere to go. If you don't have that, then you have to pay for someone to receive your mail. Whether you're going to have it go to, that's when a lot of people start going to these different companies that form the LLCs and the corporations form, and they allow them to find some registered agent for them because they normally have developed or they have established a presence in another state or various states. That's what makes them able to become a registered agent on behalf of your company, and that's where your mail goes. So, like I say, for example, when we first started, we had a company by the name of New Line Industries, and we formed it in Las Vegas. Now, at the time, in Nevada, I'm sorry, not Las Vegas, but Nevada. But at the time, I had no clue why I was forming it in Nevada. I just kept knowing people were telling me for tax purposes. It was a corporation, and they were telling me, well, because you forming in Nevada, you don't have to worry about taxes and all of that. But wait, yes, I do. Because guess what? We were still working and we were still producing um we were producing money, and whether or not we were breaking even, losing money, whatever the case may be, making a profit, it still has to be reported. That's like if you work and you're going to get a return at the end of the year, right? And you're on an employee status, right? You
Yeah.
have a W-4 and you have to file, you get a W-2 at the end of the year. That's like you're not filing your W-2 and saying, okay, I'm not going to report my income for this year. It's kind of like the same way with a corporation. Even though if you didn't make any money, you still have to report that because that business exists. It's an entity. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You turn it into a breathing entity when you established it. So whether it's in another state or not, especially if it's a corporation, you still have to file some type of income taxes on it, right? And then with
Yes.
the LLC, you suppose that a lot of people think, okay, so this is what I used to think too. With an LLC, I just pay the franchise tax fee every year and I'm good. I don't have to pay nothing else. No, that's not true. You still also are supposed to file your taxes for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're an individual and like let's say you pay yourself through the company, you're 1099, right? So you're individually filing taxes, kind of like what you just said, Randy. You're filing taxes individually. So then you're filing the 1099, but your company is reporting that you paid yourself. You get
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying? Or am I
Yes.
confusing the heck out of y'all?
No.
Okay. So you still have to now file your 1099 as a non-employee. What is it? NEC? Well, no. You are an
No,
employee. So it's not a 1099, it's a miscellaneous. A
you're
1099
the
miscellaneous.
owner. Yeah, you're the owner of it.
Right. So but you're still filing taxes
Correct.
yourself
Correct.
individually as an independent owner. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? As
Right.
an independent. And then now the company pays the franchise tax fee of the $800 for the year. That's to the
Mm-hmm.
state. That's nothing to do with federal.
Oh,
So you
wow.
still have to, even on the LLC, if you made money, especially, you still have to file it.
And
And
the $800 is just for
but
California.
if you didn't,
Each state has different um, fees for it, but for California, it's $800. And if you make more than $400 in your LLC, you have to file taxes.
that's the part.
Okay, make more
Yeah,
than 400.
that
Okay.
part.
Yes, yes, yes.
And then you still have to file taxes on the company if the company profited. You have to
Correct.
file federal taxes. You know
And
what I'm
now
saying?
with the LLC, it's unlimited members. You can have unlimited members under
Right,
your LLC.
right,
With a S corp, you can have up to 100 members
right,
in your corporation.
right. Okay, I'm just checking something, you guys. I'm sorry.
That's one of the differences between the LLC and the corporations, the S corp, C corp.
And then there,
With a C corp, you are a very large company. You most likely have 500 plus employees, and you're in multiple locations, similar to say a Toyota or Walmart. Walmart is a corporation, a C corp.
right,
They're unable to. They could file as a LLC, but because there's so many they have so many branches or so many stores and they're in every single state, it's better tax wise to be a C corp.
And with an S corp, and with S corp, it's not required to have employees. You're not required.
You can have up to 100 members.
But
That
employees
means
are not.
employees are not members.
Say that again.
Employees are not members.
Okay. Yeah, because they say S corp is able to hire employees, but employees are not a requirement. I was just wondering. I'm learning about the S corps myself since I had to go to Google. Sorry.
And then this having your business structured properly also ties to the trust, because the business is going to run the trust. So it's layers on top of layers. That's just think of it like that. It's like a cake. You're just layering and layering to protect your whole life.
right.
And of course, when I say protect your whole life insurance is slid in there. Life insurance is the filling on the cake. You gotta have it no matter what. It's a necessity. Whether you're single, with no children, you're married with 100 children. You need life insurance. You need a trust. You need a business.
Well, this if I could add to that, I don't want to be the dimmer of the whole atmosphere or whatever, but just let me just I don't know if you guys know my background a little bit, but most people do. I lost my son back in 2019. He was murdered, and at the time I was a life insurance agent, which I still am now. The crazy part about it is um in losing him, um, at the time I had allowed the policy to lapse. I don't know if a lot of people knew that. And you talk about somebody learning their lesson and growing from that experience, and just being around the environments that we have, as I don't want to say black people, but really realistically, our culture, we're not too much into purchasing life insurance. We don't think of it as a necessity. We think of it as something that is like whatever. If I can afford to get it, I'm gonna get it. If I can't, I ain't. That type of attitude, and unfortunately, it's other cultures that do the same thing. I'm not going to talk about nobody else's culture because I'm just going to talk about mine because I'm more familiar with mine. And I know I was one of the people that had done that. I never in a million years thought that my son was going to get murdered. He was 18 years old. He had just turned 18 and somebody gunned him down. I talk about it and I can speak about it so clearly because now I've learned how to turn a tragedy into a triumph. I don't look at it as a bad thing anymore. It's horrible what happened. Don't get me wrong, but I look at it like I can be a catalyst for another mother that needs my help and that you know what I'm saying that needs to get through something or they're going through similar situations and this done happened. I've experienced other mothers losing their children and their kids are young and it's not supposed to be like that, but at the same time whenever that situation arises and it hits, that's like hitting home for me. So I use that platform as I'm telling you now that as Shonda was saying, that is something that is very needed. When you're gone, you're gone, you're no longer here. So you don't have to worry about, you know, if you're okay anymore. Okay. And I think that's where the confusion comes in at because we don't think about our kids that are left behind. Hell, even if it ain't our kids, you know what I'm saying? The people that have to bury us. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
It's a headache. It's a nightmare. And a lot of people they don't think about that. They're just thinking we're selfish and we think about ourselves. And it's like, well, hell, I'm not going to be here no more. I've had people tell me that. Like, well, what difference does it make? I ain't leaving nobody nothing behind. I mean,
Oh,
to me,
wow.
they do. They say, I
They
don't
do.
care about that. I ain't leaving nobody nothing behind. I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be dead. People have told me they be crazy to hear some of the stories and the stuff that I've
Mm-hmm.
heard people saying. And I had to look at me like, okay, when that happened, I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do? Shonda, you were there. Randy, you were there.
Yeah.
It was a whole nightmare.
It
And
was.
I looked at the fact that, oh my God, my
Yeah.
only saving grace was they had something called victims of violence, crime. Is that what it's called, Shonda?
Yes, that's what it's called.
And one of my girlfriends and business colleagues by the name of Keisha King, she's got her own company too. We're actually gonna, have her on here as a guest one of these podcasts. But she has said to me, she was the one that told me about it.
Mm-hmm.
And had it not been for her telling me about it, I would have been through. And the sad part is, and I have to hold accountability for this myself, is that we didn't even have I had allowed it to lapse because of something I was holding in for somebody else at the company I worked for at the time. I'm not going to disclose that, but it was something I had spitefully in me toward these people. And look what happened. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? By the grace of God, we were able to get beyond it. You know what I'm saying? And that company was able to come in and take, take over and pay for my son's funeral. and it was very, very nice, you know what I'm saying? But it had it not been for them circumstances, you know what I'm saying, it would have never really dawned on me, because at first I just got into life insurance to make money. Yes, that was my whole goal, and my whole, I just need to make some money. And I seen it was coming. People was making it like this. The people I was on the team with that was making it, bringing it in. And then I didn't pay no attention to really, I didn't really pay no attention to the whole situation, what it's really about. It's about breaking generational curses. And these people say that a lot, but what does that mean? That means it's about, if you're not here no more, and like we had 8 kids, we have 7 still alive that are still living. But if I'm not here no more, and me and Michael are the breadwinners, or it don't even matter if, hell, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If I go first, if he goes second, if he go first, and I, um, it's all about setting your children up for the future, setting up whoever so they don't have to fall up in that trick where we can't pay for her funeral. We just gonna let her get cremated and put her in a box somewhere and put her in the ground. And
No.
we, or this the whole dynamics of the whole situation. It is crazy. So when we say having life insurance, and I'm sorry, you guys, I'm taking a little more time than I should. I apologize. Um, when I say having life insurance, because just to add to what she said, the foundation is basically establishing a foundation. The trust, the will, all of that goes in ties all together, and that's getting your financial house in order. So if you have a business that you're trying to start up, you want to start up, or whatever the case may be, all of those things are in correlation with that too. You need to have everything together. You know what I'm saying? You can't I'm gonna just half-ass do it. You got to do it all the way. You got to put the whole puzzle together, because it'll fall apart if it ain't.
Because you're not gonna drive a car with 2 wheels. You're
That
not gonna drive a car with two wheels and no oil in the engine.
Right. And I get a little bit, carried away when I'm talking about this, because it is something that I've literally experienced firsthand. And I was a dummy, and I did the wrong stuff and the wrong reasons. And, when your mind starts thinking on a different level of, you're thinking now from a standpoint of being financially stable and financially free, that's all a part of it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to shut up now, because our guest is here and he's ready to join us. And I would like to introduce, or you can introduce them, Shonda. Whoever,
Okay.
you two, Randy, it don't matter. Y'all can
I
introduce.
mean, I know you love introducing him. Your whole thing. Listen, whenever you talk about him, face lights up, your energy changes, your eyes dance. So I think everybody needs to see all of that in you as well. Go on and light up, let them eyes
I'm
dance.
already lit up, so you just go ahead and do
I
what
will introduce him. Can I introduce him?
You can introduce them. I just love.
I'm in a talkative mood right now.
I'm glad.
you.
Honestly, let me tell y'all, I really love how she lights up when she talks about her husband, because that is real, genuine love, respect, and appreciation. I mean, it don't get no better than that. It don't get no better than that.
Okay.
Go ahead. Take it away.
Now, welcome to the podcast, Mr. Michael Small, owner of SheEO Solutions. I'm sorry, I was going to say SheEO boss, because he always saying he did it. And he always saying that's his. Sorry.
Everything.
Welcome, Michael Small, to SheEO podcast, Mr. Michael Smalls.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
Yeah. These lovely ladies, how are you doing today? I feel like Charlie's Angel.
We doing good. How are you doing this evening, Mr. Small?
Charlie's Angel.
Blessed day.
Good. That's good.
Welcome to our podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so glad that you can join us.
A part of things today. Want to start? Well, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let y'all do it, because I'll always be talking, and I, like they said, I just was talking a few minutes ago. I was running my mouth.
I mean, we know you talking. That's just one of the things that you do.
Okay.
I like talking too.
I know
I
No,
that
do.
part.
or
I
I
do.
don't. Let me try one.
Huh?
Okay, Mr. Small.
People person, and I
Yeah.
love talking to people, and I love interacting with people. And it's just, I mean, shoots, that's what we on this planet for, right? To interact with each other and talk.
That part.
Yes. Mr. Small, could you tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about your business, your company, sir?
Yes. Well, Neo Solutions. It's been around like 6 years now, 7 years. And, we started off, me and my lovely wife and my partner, who has, she ventured off into her, SheEO boss, which I'm so proud of. And it's amazing how, it's blossomed. But yeah, we started off 2015 it was. And it really was a story that evolved out of us just coming up out of a crazy situation, you know, business wise and financially. You know, uh, it's easy to end up in, while doing business and not knowing exactly, how to structure your business, how to build business credit. You can end up in some crazy situations personally, uh, it can strain your relationship. So Neo Solutions kind of evolved out of a situation. I mean, it was just crazy, crazy times.
Okay.
And so we learning how to structure ourselves, get our credit established, taught us a lot of experience came out of that. So, you know, we were ended up consulting friends, uh, and fellow business associates, and it got to a point where, like, we need to we need to really think about this and turn this into a business, and that's exactly what we did, and it's been evolving ever since. Also, we're financial services and business services, and you know life insurance. We were consulting on financial literacy, and it's crazy times. So a lot has been evolving, with the COVID-19 and mandates and people being home. So right back to I'm not gonna say back to the drawing board, but right back into the cave. We had to sit down and really reevaluate things, during the COVID. But crazily things grew, because we end up having a lot of our clients and who sent us more clients, a lot of people had to, reevaluate how they did their thing and how they made their money, because, people weren't going to work. So, in addition to, credit services and financial literacy and insurance, we really focused on helping people start their companies, and starting their businesses and having a digital presence, social media. So it sounds kind of boring, but it gets very interesting because we do a lot of consulting, as you guys have probably learned, dealing with people starting their companies. You get pretty intimate. It's like, the credit, you're dealing with someone restructuring their life. So, you know, the heavy stuff.
Oh, the heavy stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
And what about what's going on with your crypto?
Oh, we're jumping into that. That's
I'm just trying to keep it. I'm just trying to have a conversation. I don't like to talk too much.
well, no, that's a beautiful question. I know it's a hot topic right now. Everyone's
Yes.
crypto, this, Bitcoin, that, NFT, this. Well, I have a nice influx of people asking questions and want to learn about, you know, well, what's the thing to invest in and what is this about? But there's so much information out there, but most people get confused. It's easy because there's a
Yeah.
lot of misinformation out there, a lot of people scamming people. So what I do is those who are truly interested, I just sit down with them, and we have a one-on-one because everyone has different goals, but it's really a learning process because it's new and it's a lot more intertwined into what we're doing than we realize. So it's kind of like the future thing. Like we're sitting here on a conference call. I'm looking at your lovely faces. I'm sweating. Probably needs to have, this light has kind of got me hot, but we're here digitally.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So this is the future.
So
How
you
about
mentioned something. You said an NFT. Can you give us a brief summary or a brief description of what an NFT is?
a brief description of what an NFT is? It's like an oxymoron, but I'll try. Because most people don't really comprehend non-fungible, but you know what fungible is. Currency is fungible. It's something that's easily interchanged, easily broken down. You could take $100 and break it down to 520s, or so it's easily exchanged. Now,
Mm-hmm.
something that's non-fungible is something that's not easily exchanged. Like something with sentimental value, or something that has like an heirloom, or maybe a collectible like some art.
Okay.
So they derive their value from a following per se. So now they have uh, to, in terms of something digital, it's a non-fungible token.
Got it. So that's
You know,
what NFT stands for, non-fungible token.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And you
So
said money, regular currency is something that is fungible, something that can be broken down into parts
easily in
easily.
exchange,
Got
correct?
it. Okay.
Yeah. So the craze is this new digital, uh, you know, a new way to digitize things, and kind of place them on what's called the blockchain. It's like a public ledger. So it's like the Library of Congress, so to speak.
That's what the blockchain is.
That's not what it is, but that's what it's similar to. Something
Gotcha.
that publicly accessible by anyone, and it defines ownership.
Okay.
So you can own something digital, and you could transfer it to someone else, or you could, sell it. Something you own digital. Hmm.
Well, I mean that's excellent information and knowledge for all of our followers. Non-fungible token (NFT), something you cannot easily break down,
So
getting
maybe
attached to the blockchain. So they need to
you
make
need an
sure that
example,
they
maybe.
get a subscription with Neo Solutions so they can get all. Correct?
Well, yes,
Okay.
yes. A
Okay.
prescription definitely allows someone to not only get the information, because there's a lot of context. Obviously,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's something so new, but definitely can with the subscription you would not only get the proper education on what it is, but how you can utilize NFTs for your business, or hey, you may just want to collect some. My son, he got pretty heavy off in it, and he purchased a comic book for $6.99, $7.
$7. Okay.
$7, and he turned around and sold it for $100.
Oh,
And
wow.
right,
What?
yeah. So
What?
All with
believe
that NFT.
yes, it was Marvel has released comic books on a platform called Vive. So it's different platforms out there, but that's one of them. And
Mm-hmm.
I got involved into it, and I was kind of geeked about it because I have a few buddies that's really into collecting. I collect a few things. I've got my wife into it. She has her Barbie collection, but it's like a pretty cool collection. But he was able to do that, and I as well. I have some collectibles and comic books. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's pretty interesting.
So basically, anybody that wants to know about it, you will be having some membership and some subscriptions placed on your website so that they can go there and get consulted, and they can also uh, get more information from you after they become a member. And then,
Sure.
yeah, that would actually lead them into being able to set up accounts and all of that stuff. Because
Mhm.
I really don't know much about cryptocurrency. I'm learning
Neither
still.
do
I'm
I.
learning to know how much
Michael
money
lets
I
me
can
know. Michael
Yes.
always talking to us about it. That's why I mentioned it.
get. So
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you can find me at www.neosolutionsconsulting.com as well.
Okay.
On Instagram is Neo Soul Credit or Neo Solutions, uh, and Facebook as well. Uh, I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna be on YouTube soon. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
so I'm getting all of that together. There's so much going on, and well, I'm glad that you guys are into crypto though. You're learning about it.
Well, we're
It's
into it because of you.
I
Thanks,
mean,
Because of
Susan.
you. You just got to
Yeah.
teach me how to take my money off and put it on something else to convert it to this and convert it to that.
Yeah.
Subscription. You need a membership. You
I
go
know.
on neosolutionsconsulting.com and you
correct.
Right.
membership and your subscription so you can learn how to navigate the crypto world, get the
Exactly.
NFT, get on the
Exactly.
blockchain, learn all these terms because it is a learning situation and we
Yeah.
need
Very
it.
much so. When
Yes.
So it
this is
also
definitely the future.
we'll have the necessary information on the SheEO Boss website and
Yes.
Instagram on how to get in contact with any guests that we have on here. So you guys can follow up with them and get in contact with them and do what you need to do to move on to the next level. And we will be having him back. Like
You
this
sure
is
will.
not going to be the only time that he's a guest on here, and hopefully we're a guest on his when he gets his up and
Oh,
going.
We better
yes.
be.
Yeah,
We
Definitely,
better be.
yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So, um,
We got to
so
do something big. We got to have this campaign because I hear you got an NFT, huh? She, your boss has an NFT from what I hear, right?
yes, we
Oh my
do.
I,
Thanks
goodness.
to
We
Yes.
you.
already know.
could be
Look at
Thanks to you, sir. We do. Yeah.
okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're giving
Oh,
you go give you credit for that. He did.
Yes.
And the other businesses will have it. Note Savvy, Naughty and
Yes.
Nice, all the companies that are affiliated with anything that we do, we're gonna always drive that towards you for and we're encouraging that because that's actually something that's an extra passive income for folks. That's basically
And
what it is. It's another income, a passive income at that one. So yeah, we appreciate you and thank you so much for joining us.
thank you for joining us. Now I
thank
just
Yeah.
you
want to
for
say
having me.
just like SheEO Boss has a subscription membership up fitness, we also have a subscription membership with Neo Solutions Consulting.
That part.
We have to do it. We have to support one another in each
Absolutely.
individual business and we all link everybody together. If we
Right.
can't support each other, then we won't be here long. It's all
Right.
about supporting and highlighting and bringing each other to the forefront in everybody's specialty.
Hmm.
And I am so grateful to you, Mr.
That part.
Small, for educating us and getting us the right path and showing us the future.
Right.
I'm not pretty sure. I know for a fact all of will feel the exact same way. Thank you,
No.
oh,
thank you, thank you.
oh
And
yes.
and and and
Thank
you
you
know
for
what?
having me.
You know what? I need to tell our people this too. These podcasts are gonna start being a part of our membership. So we don't want to give away too much information because that way, you know what I'm saying, what would we have left if we gave everything to you guys, and we wouldn't have anything to give anymore. We'll be just all out there, and it's like it wouldn't be productive for anyone, you know what I'm saying, especially on our end. So eventually we're gonna have these podcasts for right now, but who knows, we won't be doing this forever like this. We will eventually start putting it a part of the membership packages, as with Neo Solutions. I know that you are doing the same thing, and because this is information that's valuable, and you guys, you need to learn it and you need to know it, and this is a part of our coaching process and mentoring as well. Okay, so with that being said, we are going to close it out, and we are going to thank everyone for joining in yet again, and listening to us as we go off and talk about different things. And have that being said, you guys,
Click and subscribe.
click and subscribe. That's right.
Click
Subscribe.
and
She's right.
subscribe.
She is absolutely
Click
right.
and subscribe. See?
Click and
Like
subscribe.
us too. Like us too. Like,
Yes.
Like and
subscribe.
subscribe. Thank you.
Oh, and
Next.
go to our page and follow us.
Follow us on Instagram.
SheEO Boss on Instagram.
Yes. Follow SheEO Boss on Instagram. Follow Note Savvy on Instagram. Follow Neo Solutions on Instagram. Bricked Up
99.
Fitness will be on Instagram. Not will be on Instagram. Follow us. Follow us. Follow us. Tell a
And
friend, and have your friends tell their friends.
that part.
Friends.
We went out. We went out over our time that we were initially supposed to be on here. The shout outs, we will have to do them on the next one, because we don't want to keep you guys too long. So with that being said, thank you guys for joining in. And
Thank you.
checking us
We
out.
love
And
you.
we do. We love you so much.
That's
And
Shonda
we
right
will see
there.
you guys next week. We will see you next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
See you
At
next
what time?
Wednesday at
At 3
3
o'clock.
o'clock 3 p.m. Eastern, 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time,
Okay, so
4 o'clock Mountain Time, 5 o'clock Central Time, and 6 o'clock
Okay.
Eastern Time.
Okay. Right. All I know is this time in Ohio time, and it's 3 hours apart. That's all I know.
Yeah. So thank you guys once again for tuning in to SheEO Boss Podcast. And remember to like, click, and subscribe. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, click, and
click,
subscribe.
And then go to our Instagram and follow us.
SheEO Boss on Instagram. Yes.
www.sheeoboss.com. That's www.sheeoboss.com. That's it right now.
See y'all next week.
See you guys
Bye.
later. Thank you. Bye.